What's up, guys? It's TechnoViking23 coming to you today with some Mass Effect news. We're going to be talking a little bit about Mass Effect. I guess it would be Mass Effect 4 or 5, depending on what they're going to call it here, now that we had Andromeda after Mass Effect 3. But today is November 7th, so happy N7 Day to any of you Mass Effect fans out there. We're going to be playing a little bit of Mass Effect 3 multiplayer here in the background. The game is still going strong even after 10 plus years. Still having easy time finding games. It's still very enjoyable. Pretty fun multiplayer game. We're running around with our collector here, our awakened collector. We're working on some of the achievements with him. So having a pretty good time with the game, but really not much news today on N7 Day from BioWare. Normally this is the day they would drop some teasers on what they're working on with regard to the Mass Effect franchise. Unfortunately, there's not a ton of stuff that came out today. They did drop a little bit of concept art on their Twitter, which basically showed what appears to be a Mass Effect relay under construction. Now, this is actually not a new image. It's been in one of the Mass Effect art books from way back in the day. If you happen to ever collect any of their hardcover art books for the game, which are really cool. So if you have a chance to pick one up, I would suggest doing it. I have the one for the original trilogy and also for Andromeda, and they are pretty awesome with all the concept art and things that they have in them. So some of this has been seen already. A lot of people are speculating due to the coloring of this mass relay, it might be Cerberus trying to rebuild one, but I don't know. I'm not going to get into that too much. We did get another piece of concept art here, which is pretty cool. Shows some of the different races. Looks like it might be a planet similar to Thessia on here, but apparently with the first image they released, there was a transmission code that could be downloaded and figured out there, and somebody actually figured out that it was some dialogue between Liara and the Geth discussing something about humans. So that's quite interesting, and maybe again could tie into what some people think Cerberus may be the villains of this newer game that's going to be coming out. Again, we don't really have much news on the game. We just know it's going to come after Mass Effect 3, but also include some of the events from Mass Effect Andromeda somehow. So it's going to be really interesting to see how they do this. A lot of people said because there's a mass relay under construction, maybe they were going to make the destroy ending canon where the mass relays got destroyed. So that would be kind of interesting to see how they would do that. But then when they have Liara working with the Geth in this little audio clip, that would kind of maybe say that we got like the synthesis ending maybe, or one of the endings where the Geth survive and are now benevolent and working with us instead of trying to murder us like they did in the game. So it'll be kind of interesting to see how they're going to tie all of this together. But that's really the only tidbits we got today. Usually they like to give us a little bit of a teaser of the game, but this is really not much out there. Compared to the other years, they've released a little bit more in depth. I think last year we got the new trailer, which was pretty cool. But I'll go ahead and drop a link down below to the Eurogamer article where you can find most of this information. You can actually go on there and listen to the clip that they have for Liara talking with the Geth. But kind of nice, at least we got a little bit of something. It's been a long drought in terms of Mass Effect news, and of course it's been about 5 years since Andromeda came out now, so gone quite some time without any type of Mass Effect games or content or anything. And of course Andromeda was not well received by a lot of people. I enjoyed the game. I liked it. I still got my money's worth out of it, played it for several hundred hours and still enjoyed it for what it was. But it will be interesting to see what they do for the next entry in the series and how they're going to revive the magic they had from the first trilogy, especially because BioWare is really not a company known for making good games anymore, especially after Anthem. It seems to be a problem with a lot of these older companies, Blizzard especially, EA, BioWare, of course, being under their umbrella. It's just really tough to have a lot of optimism for them making a good entry for this series, but we'll see what they can do. Got to remain optimistic. Mass Effect is one of my favorite sci-fi franchises of all time. It's probably my favorite video game series of all time. I've got hundreds, if not thousands of hours in the games, and in addition to just hundreds of hours in this multiplayer that I'm still playing. Like I said, 10 years later, we're still playing this game and having a lot of fun with it. So hopefully they can make something that recaptures this magic that we had from the original trilogy, and I wish them the best of luck in doing that, and we will stay tuned to hopefully find out some more news, hopefully in the coming year or so, just to see what they're working on with the new Mass Effect game. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Let me know what you thought about the little teasers we got for N7 Day today. Let me know if you're still playing Mass Effect in any shape or form. You know, if you were a fan of the game or if you've never actually ever played it before, they do have the Legendary Edition out now, remastered for all the new consoles and PCs, so I do suggest checking that out if you've never actually played the game. Or if you just want to play through it again, you can go in and get that, and it's pretty cool to be able to play that with the newer graphics and everything, so it's pretty nice. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it. As always, hope you guys are having a great day. Thanks as always for watching, and I will see you again next time.